Good morning Year 4, it's Miss Mather again, and welcome to Tuesday's maths lesson of week 3. Today is the 5th of May, and our learning objective is I can convert between days, weeks, months and years. So again, our learning verb is convert, so we're looking at changing between days and weeks, and months and years. But before we start converting, we need to know the answers to the following questions. So have a read of the questions, and you'll notice that there are the answers below. But the answers are all jumbled up, and so you need to match the numbers to the questions. You might have noticed that there are more numbers than questions, and that's because some of the questions have more than one answer, and I'd like you to think about why that might be. Pause the video now to have a go at this activity. The answers then. There are 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 12 months in a year, 52 weeks in a year. There are 365 days in a year, or if it's a leap year, there are 366. There are 30 or 31 days in a month usually, but February has 28 days, or if it's a leap year, it has 29 days. So a leap year is when a year contains one extra day, which falls in February. It's really important that you know the 12 months in a year. So your next challenge is to see if you can name them all in order. You can write it down on a piece of paper, or you can just say the months out loud, starting from January. Pause the video now to do this. These are the months of the year in the correct order. Take a few seconds to check whether you got these right. If not, you might want to have a quick practice. Now, one of the trickiest things to learn is how many days there are in each month, but it's also really important to learn this. Some months have 31 days and some have 30, and we now know that February has 28 or 29 in a leap year. One way to learn this quickly is to use something called the Knuckle Trick, where each knuckle represents months that have 31 days. Starting from your left pinky knuckle, that is January. February is in the gap next to it, and then March is the next knuckle along, and so on. So if you have a look at the picture, this will help you to work out that all of the months that are on the knuckles are months that contain 31 days. Another way you can remember this is through a little rhyme. 30 days has September, April, June and November. All the rest have 31, except February, which has 28, or 29 on a leap year. Now that we've got all that information, we're ready to start converting. First, we're going to convert between days and weeks. So my first bar model shows that 1 week is the same as 7 days. So there are 7 days in a week. My second bar model shows that if I have 1 week that's 7 days, 2 weeks will be 7, add another 7. So 2 lots of 7 is 14. So there are 14 days in 2 weeks. With this in mind, how many days would be in 5 weeks? See if you can pause the video now and have a go at answering this question. Try and draw a bar model to help you with this. So hopefully you've worked out that if 1 week is 7 days, then 5 weeks you'll need 5 lots of 7 days. Okay, and that's a simple multiplication calculation. So I need to multiply 7 by 5. Another way I could do this is using a number line. As you can see below, I can jump 7 each time until I've done 5 lots of 7, because that would represent 5 weeks. So 7, add 7, add 7, add 7, add 7 is 35, which is the same as 7 times 5 is 35. But what if the question is the other way around? In this question it asks how many weeks are there in 28 days. If 1 week is 7 days, we need to count in our 7s until we get up to 28 days. Okay, so as you can see from my bar model, I've got 4 lots of 7 days, because I know that 7 times 4 is 28. Okay, so if I've got 4 lots of 7 days, that must represent 4 weeks. Or I could count in my 7s until I reach 28 days on a number line. As you can see below, I count in jumps of 7, 7, 14, 21, 28. And I did 4 jumps, so that will be 4 weeks. Now we are moving on to converting between months and years. We now know that 1 year is the same as 12 months. So how many months are there in 2 years? Well, my bar model shows that if 1 year is 12 months, another year is another 12 months, so that's 2 lots of 12, which is 24. You can also see this on a number line, where you can jump up 12 and another 12, and that would make 24. So there are 24 months in 2 years. I'd like you to now independently work out the answer to this question. How many months would be in 8 years? Use a bar model or a number line to work this out, and pause the video now. So your working out should have looked something like this. Remember, if 1 year is the same as 12 months, then 8 years we'll need to put 8 lots of 12 months. And 12 times 8 is 96. So there are 96 months in 8 years. You could have also worked this out on a number line, again doing jumps of 12 months each time until you've done 8 lots of them, and that would have led you to 96 months. Now you might get a slightly trickier question such as this one. How many years is 50 months? So we need to work out how many lots of 12 months we can fit into 50. So I've put in my bar model that I can put 4 lots of 12 months, because that's 48 months, which is the same as 4 years, but I'll also then have 2 months left over. I can also put this on a number line, again jumping up in 12s until I can't go any further. I have to stop at 48, which is in the 12 times tables, and then I'll have those 2 months left over. So the answer is 4 years and 2 months. Now you are ready to do your worksheet. It's in the do it, twist it, solve it format again today. If you keep forgetting some of the important numbers, such as how many months are in a year, or how many days are in a week, you might want to rewatch the video and write them down as you go along. Good luck!